Universal Basic, guys. So now that I'm done talking about Wizards Beyond Waverly Place until the rest of the season drops, uh, I wanted to talk about a bunch of shows that I watched, and I waited for them to finish, essentially, before I recorded a review for them. And this is one of those shows. I was checking this out because um, I am really behind on a lot of the new Fox cartoons, and I just have not been checking them out, just because I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's a few of them I actually want to go back and check out. So when I saw this one dropped on Hulu, first few episodes, and it was dropping new episodes every Monday on Hulu. I was like, okay, I'll check this show out, and I gotta say, this might be the worst adult cartoon I've ever seen in my life. Now, keep in mind, I don't watch shit like Big Mouth or other weird shit like that. I'm not a big fan, not my style. I don't go out my way to check out bad adult shows like Brickleberry or whatever random shit. Sorry, I don't want to waste my time with that stuff. But this is an awful show. First of all, the animation in this show is so shitty. This feels like an internet cartoon that got made with no budget. And as that, oh yeah, this show's pretty impressive animation wise, I guess. If you like, but it's not that. This is a show made by 20th Century Fox Animation. They made this show, they put it out there in the year 2024. There's no reason the show should look this cheap or as bad as it does, but it does. All the movements are incredibly stiff and slow. The backgrounds are boring. There's no style or life to the show whatsoever. What a terrible looking show. Visuals are one thing, though. If the show is entertaining, I could get past that somewhat. It still would be a problem, but I could still get past it. But oh my god, this is one of those shows I can't tell what the show is going for, like, at all. Because our main character is a dick. Like, to his wife, to the people around him. He's stupid, but not in like a lovable way. He's just really, really dumb. Like, in one episode, he keeps messing up at this job on purpose, telling the other guy, his friend, how to do it. And his friend gets promoted because he's actually good at the job and keeps doing it. And meanwhile, he just gets fired. And I'm supposed to, like, feel for that storyline? I don't understand. Like, I can't tell if the show's like, hey, this character's a dick, watches goofy antics, right? Sort of thing. Ha ha ha. Or is the show, like, not calling him out? I can't understand what the show's going for. His friend is actually a great character because he's actually, like, he has some funny storylines, like the first episode where they get the monkey. That was pretty funny to me. But then as the show goes on too, the show, like, has some pretty wacky episodes. There's one where this like old couple was keeping a fucking, like, weird creature from hell, like, in their basement. Like, what the fuck is the world building in this show? There's one episode where they go to stay in a cabin and they play, like, a board game that has, like, ghosts or some shit. I'm just like, what? Like, it's very, very bizarre what this show's going for. I don't understand what it's going for. And the show is very generic, too. Like, a lot of the jokes don't even feel like jokes. And it just was like, okay, a lot of the side characters I didn't care for at all, especially his neighbor. Like, what is the world building of the show? I don't really care for it. Also, the show Universal Basic is the title, right? And by the way, the theme song's horrible, but it explains that, hey, thanks to unions, these guys got fired, but they were able to keep money, and that's how they kind of live. But then characters kind of spend money willy-nilly around the show, and it's kind of weird if they're, like, barely living off of anything. Like, it's just a weird show. I don't understand what this show was going for. I think this show is absolutely pretty shitty. It seems like every review I've seen for this show is really negative, which, to be fair, I do not want to, like, overly hate this show, because I watched 12 episodes of the show because I wanted to see the whole season, see if it got any better. It didn't. and I think they ordered a second season of this, so we'll see. But this show is not. I don't know. I don't think I'll review the second season. I don't really know if I want to care to fucking talk about this show anymore. But I mean, I can't lie and say occasionally this show didn't have an episode or a joke or two that mildly made me laugh, or at least made me chuckle. But it wasn't enough to save an overall show that I couldn't understand. Is our main character supposed to be likable or just a dick, or is the show calling him out, or what was this show going for? I really could not tell, and it just made for a show that I'm like, I don't really understand what you're going for, nor do I care to ever see this show again.